Hey guys, this is Cedric Gervais, I'm here in Tallahassee, and this is Electronic Magazine.
I had to learn how to speak English. That's the first thing.
There's that.
I didn't speak a word of English, so that was really rough. When I made the move, decided to go to Miami, a friend of mine took me to Miami and said, because I was DJing in Paris, my first residency at the Queen, big residency, which is the biggest club in Europe, at a young age, and I got there and the government shut down all the club the month that I got to Paris because of drugs. So they shut every single bars, club, everything. So a friend of mine living in Miami at the time said, come to Miami with me on vacation and you come back when everything is settled down. I got to Miami and right when I got there, I did one party, a house party, and one owner of a club called The Living Room saw me DJ and gave me the job right away and I stayed.
Bitches love cake.
I'm not into this game of, this game today, like all DJs, tweeting each other and being fake and saying, oh, this and that, and then tried everything fixed by managers to get in the studio. I work with people that I want to work with. I just did a collaboration with Borgo, which is to me is a super talented artist,
Right.
classically trained, like insane in the studio. And with vibe. If I don't vibe with somebody personally, I can't get in the studio and do anything. So far that's the only person, and he's completely different. I'm for doing different stuff, not doing the obvious and let's work with this guy because you know what I mean, like a guy that is successful already and it's right. No, I want to get guys that in a different world than me. He's a dubstep guy and do something weird together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I like to do.
I wanna eat the whole cake. I'm not sharing. I wanna eat the whole cake. You should have learned bitches love cake.
It was my birthday 2 years ago, and I just, one of my best friends is David Grutman, which, runs Live and owns Live and Story, and I just came up to him and said, listen, I want to call my birthday the Cedric Gervais shit show, because that's something that we keep saying between me and him and our friends, it's a shit show, is there? So he's like, okay, great. So we did my birthday shit show, it went crazy, and then 2 months later, I'm playing at Live, and I'm like, why don't we start a party called the shit show? And we did the first one, and people, start getting into it and coming up dressed up, and the third one, the whole club was dressed up. It was Halloween, and in the middle of the summer, and I was like, okay, this is weird. Now we're on to something. So we just like kept going, and it grew organically, and everything started. It's a family thing. So, you know what I mean? Playing at Live is playing at home, and I have all my friends and really good friends, and everybody that works at Live gets involved and gets like we're building stuff. It's like a full production, like they do in Ibiza Pasha. We're building stuff during the day. We're changing the whole club. We don't have dancers. We have performers doing weird stuff outside of the club, inside of the club. So it's like you walk into this place and you're like, okay, this is really weird, and feel like you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do in there. I have a collaboration with Borgo that's coming out in March, right before Music Conference. Then I have a new record that we just shot the video in Miami for, that's coming out WMC, I mean Winter Music
Right.
Conference, and I have a lot of record planned till the end of the year, and I have a lot of not remixes. I'm not doing remixes, but I'm doing some cool collaboration with people that. And again, not the obvious people, like some people are gonna think it's weird what I'm doing, but
Like it,